right, Ajay, we also have with us Major General Sudhakar Jee. Major General Sudhakar Jee, as my colleague Ajay has talked about the difficulty of the terrain in that forest area, it's posing a challenge for the security operation and the security forces to carry that out. How can one tackle this in terms of the operations that are taking place?
Yeah, a very important question. In fact, compliments to Ajay. You see, first and foremost thing is that the threat has to be identified correctly. The threat is these people have come into the south of Peer Panjal ranges in the past. They were lying to go in form of sleeper cells. As per my input, there are total of 9 groups. There are groups who were divided into 5 to 6 people. There are 4 of them, and there are 2 groups with 3 to 4 people, and there are 2 groups with 1 to 3 people. You see, this is how they have got divided. They have got different tasks. Some activities to be done at Kathua, some will be done at Doda, some at Kishtwar, some towards Riyasi side, Rajouri, at different time. Now it is, you see, there has been a pause in between, so they have come in this form. Now your question is how to tackle this. Now tackling, you have to understand the ground, the terrain, and also the bigger picture where this particular encounter is taking place. The bigger picture at that place in relation to that place is that it is close to the border with Punjab. Take your mind back, our viewers would do well if they take the mind back to 1979. Zia-ul-Haq had started a K2 desk, because the surrender of 93,000 prisoners couldn't go down too well and Pakistan couldn't digest. And they also, they were convinced that they cannot actually defeat India by means of conventional armament or conventional power. So therefore they decided to go in for proxy war concept. That is the time when Soviets were coming into the Afghanistan. So they had a golden opportunity to try out the concept of Mujahideen. Mujahideen, so what is Al-Qaeda? Al-Qaeda is a different form of Mujahideen. So they tried it out in the name and in the heading of proxy war. They found proxy war turned out to be a big success, and they managed to push out the Soviets from there with the American help. There came, the Americans came subsequently after 9/11. When Americans came again, the Pakistan came into play. They used Taliban to push out the Americans. So that's why Afghanistan is called the graveyard of empire. Now, how does it relate to the question which you are asking? The question that you are asking is, it has got a design, it has got a pattern, it has got a concept of Pakistan to bleed India with 1,000 cuts. No matter what you do, this bleeding will continue, whether from Bangladesh or from this side. As regards Punjab and J&K, they are contiguous to each other. There is a common border between both the states. Some people say 130, some people say 200. It is roughly around 140 kilometers. So if you draw an imaginary line from Amritsar, joining Gurdaspur, there is some other place I am forgetting. Next is Kathua, and thereafter further towards J&K, the Kashmir Valley. This forms a straight line parallel to the IB line of control. And this is the line which Pakistan is targeting and trying to activate in some form or the other. And this location, Kathua per se, has been selected by ISI so that it is in the central place. It can switch the proxy war towards J&K, as also can switch proxy war towards the Punjab side, whenever it suits them. If there is normalcy in J&K, they will actually switch to Punjab. If there is normalcy here, they will go back to that place. So like alternately. So therefore, to combat this particular situation, there is a requirement of understanding what kind of threat is coming from Pakistan side. There is an external one, there is coming from the line of control and IB, and there is an internal action to be done. I am responding to your question with regard to the internal action. In internal action, our deployment of troops has to be consistent, it has to be regular, it has to be, continuity has to be maintained. If you think that you can pull out troops now, send them to northern border and fill up the void from, say, east by pulling the Assam rifle and deploying them here, well, then this is going to lead to break in continuity.
All right, Major General Sudhakar Jee, unfortunately, we have run out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast, and Ajay Jandial as well. Moving on.